The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded right around the 8. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. For the going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And a short pickup to about the 25. These two teams, remember, met in Inglewood earlier in the year with the Rams coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
From the 29, Lance. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. The Niners at 5-7 now on the year. And they were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Lance. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
38.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
52 blaster.
On play action, Lance. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Lance looks to throw again. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Ramsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, L.A. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 15. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ready.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Set.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10. Now Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. Finding space at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
22.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Going right back to Akers. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
21.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A give running right is Akers. And he's got this down to the 35. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Stafford. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lance dodges him at the 50. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
These guys are definitely going to play in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And some space here. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Okay, right?
Lance now on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Let's go.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Working from the gun, Lance. Stiff-armed him. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing now is Lance. This one caught by Kittle. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Drill 52. Let's go.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Blue check. Ready.
Lance going to sneak it. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the 49ers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he returns this to the 22.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Second and 10, Stafford again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Forced out to his left. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out and, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a deficit already, they cough it up, and now they've got to find a way to keep the score from mounting bigger against them.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10.
22.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Throw right side caught by Davis. And all the way down inside the 5.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Gotta step it up.
He'll come out in the pistol. Akers. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. We'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
They'll run for it with Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
49ers 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Lance going to throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 52 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now.
49ers 10.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Here we go.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Off of play action, here's Lance rolling to his left. And this one too low.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Desperation time here. Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
But he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down. Here's Lance. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra points.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And they'll go for it. Lance. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On 1st down, Stafford here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And his kick is indeed good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Lance. And my goodness, another interception. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 41. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Going up top, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Play action, Stafford. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this punt? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Let's go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
10. Ready.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He stiff arms him. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And now here's another interception. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Stafford going to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Complete to number 81. 8 yards on the pickup. And this is 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. And as this defense walks off the field.
You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper. They call me Big Dog riding with the hillbilly. Cube bone stallion with the lift.